Hello, my fellow Voice of the Rings members, and welcome to another episode of Voice of the Rings. This is an episode for our playlist LOTR Life. In this episode, I want to go over basically a casual, more of a blog style. We're going to talk about music in all different artists, where to find it. Have you ever thought to yourself, man, I'd really like some more music for listening to Lord of the Rings, but like I don't know artists or where to find it, or like all I know is like maybe the music from the movies, which is fantastic music, mind you. So, and maybe you don't know about the music from the movies, The Lord of the Rings. Well, in this quick little video, we're gonna make 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna go over some stuff about Lord of the Rings music and what my collection is. Just kind of a more of a blog style, right, for this episode. But so just enjoy. Yes, let's enjoy. And please leave a like if you enjoy this, and a subscribe would be great. It helps me out on my channel. So anyway, as you can hear right now, we have a beautiful piece by this is from called The Holland Gate. It is from the Lord of the Rings Online, done by Chance Thomas. Excellent music. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So from here, the first thing I'd like to do is I'm going to turn off the music for a moment here. We will listen a little bit. I'm promoting all of these groups, whether it be a YouTuber or a music thing, all that kind of stuff. Just from the get-go, I'm going to make that clear. I'll show you guys little hints and listens of the music, but I'm not going to play the full songs because copyright, right? I don't want to do anything like that. And by the way, I will show you where you can get the music because I want you to go support the people that made this music, right? But I want to show you, like, here's my library over the last few years of me collecting music for so many years, right? So I want to make sure you guys know about it, okay? So we're going to start with, I made a list here. So we'll start with that real quick. So I'm going to show you this list real quick. All right. So what I got here is basically some of my favorites. This isn't everything, but this is like the main core thing. I'll show you real quick. So Howard Shore. I'm sure most of you are aware of that. He's done the music for the Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson's films, and he's done the music for The Hobbit. Amazing music. He really set the core value, right? For Tolkien, he took stuff and just made beautiful music, right? I'd argue, like, if you're gonna say compare it to, like, let's say Beethoven or Mozart, in my personal opinion, and I have music degrees and I've studied music and I love music, right? I think it's on par with those. That's my opinion. There's a lot of people today that I think, even another person like John Williams, right? Even though he's done nothing with Lord of the Rings, but maybe he has, I don't know. But not that I know of. Um, these are really amazing musicians, right? Another musician that I want to point out is for the Lord of the Rings Online, which is the main point of this channel. We do stuff in the Lord of the Rings, right? The Voice of the Rings. I do voiceovers. Check out our main playlist, Elotra Tale. But for this Elotra Life, this little blogs video, um, Chance Thomas right here. All right, Chance Thomas is fantastic music, right? He's done all the music for the Lord of the Rings Online. He did the music for Peter Jackson's King Kong. He's done music for so many other video games. Please go over and check out. He has a new a site called hugesoundrecords.com. It's really awesome. I will pull that up on this video and show you real quick. But you can support him and go and buy one of his things, and he will even give you a signed copy right now. I think it's still going at the moment I put this video up, which is yeah. So you can see the date down there. But we will go ahead and continue here. So let's talk about some fun stuff. So anyway, for first, of course, there's Howard Shore music, right? So I'm gonna pull up my iTunes here, right? And I'm going to show you all of my, one second. Here we go. We will start with, you guys already know about the Howard Shore music, right? So this is my fellowship, what I have, right? This is an original one. You can buy this on iTunes, right? The Lord of the Rings, the complete, this one, these pictures are actually ones you can buy the full set. It's why it says disc 1 is because this is from my collection. I have the complete record recordings. So I have the reason I have these on my iTunes, I think you can buy these on iTunes as well digitally, but I actually have the full, like, collector's edition ones that are really thick, and you can open them up here. And you can see mine's a little dusty, but it's got like a book in there, and it's got all this info and stuff like that. It's really, really nicely made, really cool. I really enjoy it, so I think that's a good thing, a good resource. If you guys like to have a hard copy of CDs in your hand, I know some people love that. I do love that. It's very beautifully done here, as you can see. See, it's got let's see, make sure you guys can see that. It's got the words and like a pretty map in the background, and there's the disc, right? Beautiful disc. It's a little upside down for you guys, but yeah, it's Really pretty well done. It's like it's a couple discs, right? And they have all the different songs. Basically, it's all of the score music from the movies. So this is the Fellowship of the Ring, and then I also have the Two Towers, right? There's the Two Towers. It's really beautiful. They're beautiful to put on your shelf too. They've got like they're like a leather look, and they've got like gold inlay, right? Really pretty. So there's that, and then of course the Fellowship. I mean, sorry, the Return of the King, right? Which is actually I think they have an extra disc in the Return of the King. So anyway, again, these are some of my favorites, of course, of all times, right? We all know these songs, right? Right? Howard Shore's music. Beautiful, right? So again, if you don't know what this music is and you just pull up this episode, just happen to not already know this music and have seen my video, please check that music out, right? If you've never seen the movies too. This is some of the best music of the 21st century. 20, right? So, and then of course the Two Towers, right? Here you can see all the discs I have. They've got all the pieces, all the different battles. There's more than like, see, you can buy the normal. This is what you can buy usually. Make the distinction for you guys on iTunes. It's usually this one. It has this picture. It's like the Lord of the Rings Two Towers, and it's got this many songs. It's got like 20 songs, right? The main ones. If you buy the collector's edition, you get every song that's basically in the movie, the whole score. I mean, look at the difference. How many? It's 14 songs, 15 songs, 16 songs. What is that? That's like some almost 50 songs instead of getting only 19, right? So that's a good thing to remember. Unless you just want the 19, the iconic ones from the movie, you could just get the smaller one. But just want to let you guys know that. And then of course the Return of the King. The way my iTunes split it up, but it's doing individuals for some reason, but it's the same thing. It's a bunch of where's the one that has all of them in it? They're all split up? Interesting. I don't know why it split all these up individually like that, but oh well. Probably one of these is my yeah, there we go. There's my disc one. It just put a different artwork on it. Artwork. I try to make sure it's all right on my iTunes, but it likes to mess them up. So same thing, you could buy the basic. This is the basic one right here, 19, or you can get the one with the 3 discs that has all of them. In fact, it has 4 discs, and these are the ones that are supposed to be in this 4th disc. For some reason, iTunes split them up, probably because they have different featured artists. iTunes says that. But moving on. So again, of course, we all love this music, right? The Return of the King. Right. Again, this is just a fun playlist. I'm just going to show you stuff. All right, so we're going to move on because you guys all know about this music. So let's move on to stuff that you might not know about. So first, I'm going to do in my list here is I want to show you some stuff about Chance Thomas, his music. Okay, so first thing I'm going to show you is, for one, he has a YouTube channel. He's got less than 1,000 subscribers, guys. We go subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Voice of the Rings. I appreciated that too. So he's got his music on here for different games. He's done the music for Warhammer. He's got an interview here with someone he did with the 10 Years Music Collection. It's a good interview if you want to watch it. He talks about it a little bit here. I'll give you a little sneak peek, but you can go watch it on YouTube yourself. Right? I'm gonna give him a like. Yeah. There you go. Now go watch the video yourself. That's what it's called. Go watch it. All right. So, and then I want to also show you. So that's his YouTube channel. And then if you go to, this is his Huge Sound Records. He will actually have his music you can buy here. This 10th anniversary edition is fantastic. I'm going to show you it in a second. Some little sneak peeks of that. And then he also has the Mordor one album. Now, he doesn't have every little side. He's done so much music in LOTR. These are all like the big pieces for those expansions. So this one's a lot of the different main themes, and I will show you them right now. Let me just show you them. So let's hop over to my LOTR here. All right, so here we go. So this is the one you can buy. So you can buy this on iTunes, or you can buy it directly from him. I think both ways he gets the money for it. But the 10th anniversary edition. So here's a little sneak peek. It's like, so this is music done by Chance Thomas. Fantastic. I love this music. I grew up listening to this music, so like it was ecstatic. So, fun little hint on something. I actually got to interview Chance Thomas in person and meet him, and he's an awesome guy, and I really enjoyed talking with him. And in fact, I still communicate with him on email sometimes. So, yeah, he's fantastic. So definitely support him. Go to his site, order it. He will send you. So I want to show you guys this too. Give him a little shout out. Right now, I don't know if he's still doing it, but he'll give you you can buy a 10th anniversary hard copy, and he'll actually sign it for you if you send a message. And I think he's still doing that right now at the time of me doing this video. So you can see right there, right? It's pretty nice, right? It's beautiful inside too. They've got the discs here, right? Look how nice. Isn't that nice? Nice disc. And on the back behind the disc, there's a little wall of like the orchestra playing the song with him directing behind the discs. Sorry, it's kind of my camera's not going to do that good of a job with the shine from the screen. But yes, there you go. Right. So that's his 10th anniversary one, right? And you can kind of hop around here, a couple other ones, right? Hills of the Shire. By the way, fun little fact, when I interviewed him, I asked him, why does the Shire sound so similar? Like, did you get any inspiration from Howard Shore's music from the movies? And he said, not at all. He said it's purely, it was his comment, I love this comment, it was purely because we drank from the same Tolkien Kool-Aid. So it's the way Tolkien described in the Shire in the books, the music has a similar theme almost, but you can definitely hear a difference between Chance Thomas and Howard Shore's music. Like, there's a distinct difference. I find it very interesting how every composer has their thumbprint of the sound they make, but it's still the similarity though, and it gives you that happy, joyous Shire Hobbit feel. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. So anyway, and then he's got some really epic ones. Like, I love, this is the original. When you log into the Lord of the Rings online video game, this is kind of cool. Pretty awesome, right? I'm just giving little sneak peeks. You guys can go get the music yourself. It's really cool. And then Song of the Dwarves. Like, dude, Chance Thomas's dwarf music is awesome. As a dwarf fan. Isn't that just epic? Alright, anyway, so then he's got his new Mordor album you can also get. It's got some cool ones in it, like this one, Barad-dûr. Or Chant of Sauron. This is a good one. Scary. Pretty cool. Anyway, so I just want to show you those. And then I also have this one, which is an official video game score. You can buy this one too on iTunes. So this is the one that I think is sold through iTunes with the Lord of the Rings, but it also has a lot of the songs in it from the Rohan expansion. So like the theme of Rohan, which is also, I think the theme of Rohan is also in the one you can buy directly from Chance Thomas right here. Yeah, it's in both. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And then the Rohan one also has like Learning to Fight. This is kind of a cool little song. No, not that one. Learning to Ride. Very Rohirrim style. Very cool. Anyway, so now there is a lot more LOTR music. I found some of these things over time on certain places. There's a lot of background music, right? There's just lots of little tiny things. They're only like 20 seconds, 30 seconds long, just little background things. And these things are just played in the background, real quiet in little pieces. They're not even full songs, really. But if you like that kind of thing, if you think that's cool, a lot of times you can just find and listen to it on YouTube. So, well, I want to show you something real quick here. I found, so back to, I want to show you the rest of his site too, real quick. But I found one site here by this guy who's doing a YouTube channel, LOTR Soundtrack Collection. This is pretty cool. Like, I'm totally going to follow this channel because he actually has like things you can click on it. It has like the mini divisions of the songs. So I haven't even looked through his channel very much yet, but I found this and I was like, oh, this is cool. And also sometimes you can just find, you can put in Lord of the Rings Online, LOTR OST, right? Original soundtrack. And that usually you can find a lot of the background music that way too. But anyway, so that's a cool channel. Just want to point this one out. I thought it was cool. Yeah, give him some views, give him some subscribes, guys. It's cool. And please do subscribe to this channel too. It helps me out. And share, please. And check out our other playlists too, you guys. This is just a fun little blog thing about music. Like I do voiceovers and we do stories and battles and tours and I have guides on how to play LOTR and all the main story, the LOTR Tale, my main playlist is the one that's really fun. You should check out. All right, so anyway, and then he's also done the music for like King Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong, which I think I already mentioned. And then like, yeah, and you can even sign up to join his, like, he'll give little sneak peeks and like send you guys things. It's really cool. So anyway, check out his thing here too. Check out Huge Sound Records. That's his new thing he just started. They have a brand new like soundtrack. I already got to hear some of this before it was even released. It hasn't released yet. because yeah, because we're on a special mailing list. It's kind of fun. All right, so check that out. So anyway, so that is obviously, as you can tell, I'm a big fan of Chance Thomas. And now you're probably saying, did you really get to interview him? And I'm going to show you the proof right now. Yes, I met him in person and we had an interview. And he was very nice and we had so much fun. And I still laugh because when we were doing the interview, the professor there at the university we're at was like, "All right, well, you Chance, you remember you have that speech you have to get to." And me and him were like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right, we'll stop." Because we were having too much fun. Me, him, and a couple other guys that were there. It was fun. It was a blast. So I really appreciate that. It was awesome. You see this, Chance. I appreciated that interview. That was fun. And maybe if this channel builds, Voice of the Rings, this channel, we build it up, maybe Chance will come on for a little interview or something about music for Lord of the Rings Online, since we focus on Lord of the Rings Online and voiceovers. So that would be kind of cool. Maybe I'll shoot him an email in a couple months and see if he wants to do that. It'd be pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, I got to interview him, and then he did sign my original collector's edition of the Lord of the Rings Online music that I had from, I don't know, like 12 years ago when I bought the collector's edition. And as you can see, there's the right in the picture and his signature. That's kind of cool. So there's a better picture right there on the screen, obviously. And then there's close up, so pretty cool. That's it. It's better than showing you with the camera because I got good light with that one. And then also my smaller one here. He signed the inside right there. Kind of cool. Anyway, that's kind of fun. That was a fun day, but just proved to you guys that I really did meet him in person. Really did. I got a music degree, so like I have music degrees, so that's why. And my one professor was like, "Hey, you want to reach out to people, see if people interview?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I sent a direct tweet to Chance Thomas. I was like, maybe he'll answer, right? And then he did. And then he was like, "Oh, of course, let's do it, Garrett." And that was really fun. It was a blast. He's a really good guy. So yes, check out Huge Sound Records. Support him because it's really awesome. He had to do a lot of stuff to make sure he could get his music into that. So really, that's cool for him. All right, so let's continue on our stuff here about more music things. I just really like the music from Lord of the Rings Online because that's our main channel. So I want to focus on that for this episode. But let's show you now. I'm going to show you some other people that I know and songs I've learned over the time. So David Arkenstone. This is a cool one. You can find him on iTunes and other things. So if I go over to let's go over to my Tolkien stuff, and maybe it's under my composers. Do I have it? There we go. So let me show you. This is albums. Yeah. So here's David Arkenstone. Very cool music. He actually has some Lord of the Rings stuff. I don't know why I don't have it here. Well, he does a little bit in here. I think it's there it is, Misty Mountains. But it's pretty cool. So this is his version of the Misty Mountains. But it's just cool too because his name is David Arkenstone. It's like I don't know if that's his actual last name or if that's like his stage name for composing. But anyway, his stuff's pretty cool. So he's got a little bit of stuff with Lord of the Rings. So and then we will move back over, give a little sneak peek. That's his version of that, right? And then we're also going to talk. I want to show you the Lonely Mountain Band. Okay, so this is a really cool one. You can find them on iTunes too. The Lonely Mountain Band. Here they are right here. So these are the kind of songs they have. Very cool, like adaptations of lore and story, right? So this is one of my favorites, right? Or actually, this one's very cool too. Ballad of Aeglos. So basically, what this is, it's a ballad about the spear that Gil-galad used. That was like a famous spear. So it's very interesting though. This one has now, if you're a lore buff with Lord of the Rings, you know exactly what he's talking about. So it's a spear talking like the spear's alive, right? Cool, huh? All right, I just want to give you a little taste. You can go get their music if you want to support them, right? I just want to show. So they have like this one too, right? The Song of the Dwarves, right? This is my favorite one, right? Amble Procession. These are just fun things if you like this kind of music. So it's like all sword sounds and like to make the kind of cool. Right? So those are kind kind of cool. So just wanted to show you that. And they got some cute ones like some, let's see. This is kind of a cool one. So this is called the Apple Doors. And it's supposed to be, I think, like Sam singing in the story. Like,
come on down the road, there's a place that I know we can flee.
Like they're in the Shire, like in a tavern, right?
It's too fine a day to be troubled with chores.
You can see it at the end. See, so that's a Lonely Mountain Band. I think their stuff's cool. Now Glasshammer group or Glasshammer band, they're really cool too. Now where do I put them normally here? Where is it? There it is. Okay, the Middle Earth album is the one that I like that they make. You can find it on iTunes or probably a lot of other platforms as well, but that's one. These are awesome. I love these, you guys. You got to check these out, okay? So I'm just going to give you a hint. They actually, some of them, kind of move through like they're in a Breland tavern. So let me just give you a hint, okay? Like, give you a little taste of it. These are super fun to just listen to and like kind of jam to.
I did weave a starry crown to grace her golden tresses. On that night there Elrond strode with armor made of sunlight. The shadows fled before his feet to make the very air bright.
Pretty cool. All right, so there's a little taste, and then like, and it's kind of like they're in a tavern. West from Bree, the ultra hides and waits for you. He'll drink your blood for tea. It just like a little scary, but it's supposed to be funny. But watch, if I go to the end of this one and let it roll straight into the next song, watch how it like seamlessly goes into the next one. Ready? Watch. Next one started. You see that? It just, they didn't even, it's the same, no, they didn't stop recording. So they just started the next song up with the background sound. So like they're like taking turns doing songs of the Prancing Pony. Kind of cool. That's like 4 or 5 of them in a row.
All right. You've heard about Balin Longbeard, and you've heard about how he captured the goblin's beard.
So these are just fun. So anyway, great album. Check it out. It's really awesome. Like the Man in the Wood's really good too.
Up ahead a calling, and such a frightful bawling.
It's like almost a story what they're singing. It's a ranger that saved the Hobbit or something from the Ring Wraith or something like that. Trusty hunting blade, alas the night was calling, when all the red was calling. All right, you guys get it. I want to just give you a hint. Just a taste because I don't want to do any like copyright things. So I'm just showing you. Go and get this music. It's awesome. So the Glasshammer band. Glasshammer. They're really awesome. All right. And then I wanted to show you Stephen. Okay, so I wanted to show you my playlist I have on. I have a bunch of versions of the Misty Mountains, right? It's just kind of fun, but that's my favorite one. That's what that name is. So here's the Misty Mountains. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay, so these are a lot of my favorites. So we're also going to hint on Clamati de Profundis. That's a YouTube group. They're amazing if you guys don't know who that is. So I'm going to show you that in a second too. So these are a bunch of different versions, right? Here's the original by Howard Shore, right? This is the one with the people singing it and Howard Shore's original creating of this music, right? That's the one we all know and love from the movie, right? So then you can also, these people have, if you just look up on iTunes Misty Mountain Bands, a bunch of these pop up. So I have a bunch of versions. So there's this group, La Orchestra something, I can't even, it's so tiny. But, see, they have that version. That's really cool. This one, I'm just going to give you hints so you guys look them up. The reason I'm showing you on my screen is so you can look up, see, you can see the name right here and stuff. It might be really tiny though. Yeah, I wish I could blow these up. Well, let's see. Oh no, you can see them. It's just that screen's really tiny. Oh, I'm recording off. Okay. Yeah. So then there's like this one. This is by these people. You can see their names down here if you want to look them up and get their music. These are all good versions, but the version that I love. So Peter Hollins, that's another person I'm gonna show you in a second. Awesome. He does a bunch of Lord of the Rings stuff that's awesome. This is actually my favorite version I've ever heard of the Misty Mountains. And it's by that name I had him right here, right? Stephen J. Anderson. This is my favorite version.
Far over the misty mountains cold.
Pretty awesome.
In dungeons deep.
I'm gonna show my favorite part. I'm just gonna skip through. You can see why it's my favorite right here. And then you go get their song. I'm not gonna play all of it. Right here. Listen to these guys' voices, how low they go right here. So low, dude. That's a guy's voice. Crazy. Anyway, okay, so that's one of my favorite versions right there. These guys' version is very good. Peter Holland's version is awesome. This is David Arkenstone's version, which I already showed you. And then Clamati de Profundis, they have 2 parts, and they actually go through all the verses. So it's 7.5 minutes this one, and the second part is another 12 minutes. So they sing all the verses, and it's really cool, right? So like, their version is awesome.
Made mighty spell.
Yeah, Clamati de Profundis is awesome. There's another one down here too that I have. Who's that by? Oh, that's second. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Ooh, that's loud. Yeah, that's another version. But anyway, yeah, so that's the Misty Mountain ones I wanted to show you. Let's move on to the next thing. Tolkien Assembly. This is very cool. I want to show you guys this one real quick. I don't know if I have an individual playlist for them, do I? I don't think so. So we're going to just look up. There it is. Ensemble. Boom. Let's see if that rings up. There we go. Okay. This is kind of a cool group. You can get this on iTunes too and support them. I'm sure they're probably on YouTube as well. But they're called Tolkien Assemble. Or Ensemble. Sorry. The music group Ensemble. So they're very good. It's very fun.
9 for mortal men doomed to die.
Now, that voice sounds a lot like the Saruman actor. So I'm not entirely sure if they actually had him on to do some of these songs with them, because it sounds really close. But they've got really good songs, and they have like a live version, and it's just kind of fun music. Yeah, so those are pretty cool. And then, so Tolkien Ensemble, that's a good one to look up. And then I wanted to show you guys one other thing. Where'd it go? What was another album they had that I liked? This one right here. There's another one. This is really good. This is oh, this is actually, yeah. So that might have been Christopher Lee, the man who passed away, who played Saruman, who's so fantastic. This one actually has Christopher Lee in it. This particular album I have here, you can see all the info about it, 2006. So that's actually Christopher Lee, right, doing this? The Ant Marching song.
Here we come at last. Come join the moot.
So anyway, those are some cool ones. I had to show you those to you guys. And then the Crimson Ensemble. That is, where are they? Where is that album? A lot of these are just like have sound of Lord of the Rings, but where's the Crimson? I don't know where I put it. I was gonna show you this, and now I can't find it. This is awkward. But yeah, you can see all of these, right, guys? So like, there's another one of the Glass Hammer, Journey of the Duodyne, Prancing Pony. They another one they made. They made this in 1993. Pretty awesome, actually, how old it is. I don't know where I put it, but that's okay. Also, the Middle Earth Orchestra. This is another group that I found, by the way. I didn't put this on my list, but this is kind of cool. Just a group that played the songs again, just like the one that's from the movie, I think. So that's a good little album I found on iTunes. And then, All right, well, let's just hop out of there. We won't worry about that one. I know I have that one, though. I'll just look it up real quick. Crimson. There it is. Here it is, right here. See, I got some anime music, too. Yeah, but this is a really good group, too. They basically just play the songs again, but a little differently. All right. So now you kind of get them. And then we're going to hop over to, I want to bring you to YouTube real quick, because I have a lot of these YouTubers' music on my iTunes, but I'm going to show you their actual channel so you can go look it up yourself. And then you can always go on iTunes or whatever platform you're using and buy the music for them, because I want to help support their channel. So first one, Peter Hollins. You probably know who he is, but he has a playlist of Lord of the Rings. He has awesome versions of the songs. They're fantastic. Check them out. They're really, really good. He also has an album he released, and I'm going to show you it real quick. Let me see. Go to my groups here. This album right here. Wait, can I see it in albums? Albums, please. Sorry. This is why this is a blog episode. This isn't a totally refined episode. This one right here. This album he released. I bought most of these albums on his thing. They're really good. But you can get most of them on iTunes. But this one, Misty Mountains, songs inspired by the Lord of the Rings. They're amazing. Let me just give you a little hint so you know what they are. So he's got the Song of Durin, which is awesome.
The king he was on carven throne.
Yeah, so
In
awesome.
many
That's all I'm gonna say. They're freaking awesome. Okay, so Into the West, his Into the West is amazing. He's got a Hobbit drinking melody.
search far and wide. You can drink the whole town dry, but you'll never find a beer so brown. You'll never find a beer so brown as the one we drink in beer so brown.
The one we drink in our hometown.
You can keep your fancy ales. You can drink them
By the flagon. By the way, if you go to his YouTube channel, you can actually see the actual he did a video with that song right here, and it's really good. It's kind of fun to watch him because they did it really just silly. He's got a couple of people doing it with him too, I believe. But
drink them by the flagon.
safely.
The only rule for the brave and true comes from the
But they're
dragon.
Hey, ho to the bottle I go to hear my heart and drown my...
So anyway, check those out. Check his channel out. Yeah. So there you go. And then Clamati de Profundis. This is the next group that I want to show you. Because again, I'm trying to show you all my favorite music stuff that Okay, this channel is awesome, you guys. It's so good. In fact, I'm gonna subscribe with it. This is my Voice of the Rings account. So these are awesome. They are so amazing. I don't even know where to start. I like all of these songs. I've listened to them over and over. Let's give you guys a taste of something. So they have a lot of other things too, but they have a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff. So let's do the Song of Hammerdeep by Clamati de Profundis. Now, I'm pretty sure they completely made this up. I don't know if these lyrics are from Tolkien's stuff or not, but I think they were just inspired and they made up the music and everything. But just give it a little, to hear just a little hint. They're amazing. Right? So anyway, check them out. Clamati de Profundis. They're awesome, you guys. Go subscribe, like their channel. It's amazing. They got all sorts of awesome stuff. Anyway, so that's that channel I wanted to show you. Moving on. All right, and then I want to show you two more. These two awesome singing women here. Okay, they're two channels. I want to show you them because they're amazing. So this one, I don't think she does a lot, but she did this song, this Smog song. Very interesting and cool sounding. Like, it has an awesome instrumental. She's got a very unique voice too. How she sings. I've never actually watched the video. I heard it on iTunes.
Feel the heat of my breath.
So basically, it's her saying the words of Smog from the book. But it's really cool. So that was a cool one to check out. And then this channel, she's got some amazing ones of Thorin's theme right down here, inspired by Tolkien. Her music is so good too. Now this is her channel right there. There's the name. It's hard for me to say it, but that's the name right there. Really good. Check this one out too. But listen, just a little sneak peek of what it sounds like.
A king he was.
So these are Tolkien's words that she put to music, right?
In many pillared halls of stone.
So another epic. She's got a couple. She's got some Silmarillion ones too. Anyway, beautiful. Check her channel out too. You can find her stuff on iTunes. It's amazing. Again, Hughes Sounds. Check that out, please. And then, of course, we have to end on something a little bit funny, right? So, this is Diggy Diggy Hole, and as a dwarf, I thoroughly enjoy this video. So, this is another one you guys should totally check out.
Brothers of the mine rejoice. Swing, swing, swing with me. Racial pick and racial voice. Sing, sing, sing with me. Down and down into the deep.
Who does ever fight with me?
Diamonds, rubies, gold and more. In and in the mountain store. Born underground.
All right, there you go. There's your hint. Go listen to yourself. Diggy Diggy Hole, guys. All right. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you guys. I think we went through my little list I made. Again, you can see here on my Lord of the Rings stuff. I think I showed you pretty much everything. Lonely Mountain Band. Oh, this one's pretty good. This little harp album that I found. It's very pretty. It's just harp music, but it's Asni, A-S-N-I, Travels in Middle Earth, and they're like 20 songs. This is just one of them here, and it's pretty good. And then, of course, the music for certain games. You guys got to check out some of the music for games. I'll just fly through this real quick. These are my Dwarven themed music from many different things, as you can see. You can just pause and look at the album names if you want to. See, here's her music. It's so good. Yeah, Middle Earth. There's David Arkenstone's Middle Earth inspired album. See, he does have so he has an actual. You can look it up. David Arkenstone Middle Earth. I put some things that were similar to Thorin, like this one. It just has a very dwarven feel because it's my dwarven music sound, even though that's from Guild Wars, obviously. Yeah, and then there's that, and then I got like an elven mix, right? That I just kind of mixed these up between all my songs, right? Free Peoples. Again, here's some of Chance Thomas's music, right? Breedland Jig. For a Layman of Boromir. This is one of my favorites by Clemati de Profundis. It's awesome.
Waters wide and gray.
It's really good.
I saw him walking empty.
All right, so we get to fly through these real quick. Make sure I didn't miss to show you guys anything. Oh, this would have been horrible to forget about. The Battle for Middle Earth. You guys all know what this game is, I hope, right? The Battle for Middle Earth. Well, the Battle for Middle Earth has some of the best music. The albums, you can get them on iTunes, I think. But this music was done by, what is it? His name right there, composer. Yeah, Jamie Christopher, right? Christopherson? Yeah. It's a long name, last name. But awesome music. The Battle for Middle Earth. So awesome. It's just too white. I'm glowing in the camera. Yeah, so that's awesome one. Check that one out. And then, so those are awesome. Just give you a little sneak peek. Forces of Good. These are epic Lord of the Rings sounds. The Dwarves Explore. These are so good. Crafting Dwarves. Pretty cool with the anvil sounds and stuff. They're awesome. Pride of the Dwarves. Their timing is the anvil. Pretty cool. So anyway, check those out. Those are awesome. Battle for Middle Earth. The Hobbit music, obviously. You guys all go get the movie Hobbit music, of course. Remember, this whole playlist is me trying to show you different songs. These are instrumentals. These are CDs I got for buying. I actually play music with my, my horn that I play, alto sax that I play, and piano and stuff. And yeah, I have a playlist, by the way, you guys, a LOTR song, which is I'm gonna start teaching people actual music and theory if you're interested in that playlist. But anyway, so that's what these are from, though. They have like a tuning note and things. They like show you it without someone playing and with someone playing, so you can play along with the background music, right? So you can have like the background music instead of having like the actual instrument playing with it. See, that's what those are for. Those are kind of cool. If you wanted to get those, I got them at like Henson's Music isn't a thing anymore. But if you just look up like the original soundtrack books, and they'll give you like the original soundtrack for what instrument you play in real life, it usually comes with a CD in the back of the book, the little music sheet book. All right, Lonely Mountain Band, I already showed you that. LOTR, we already talked about that. Amazing music, tons of amazing music. The Mines of Moria, I got that actually. I think you can also buy the Mines of Moria soundtrack on iTunes, but I got that. What came with my original over here of Lord of the Rings, right? My original Lord of the Rings. And look at that, Lord of the Rings Conquest. Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. I'm pointing and you can't even see it. Anyway, oh yeah, just my old DVDs, but that I never use anymore because no one uses CDs anymore. Though I keep my original music CDs. Of course, I keep my original music CDs. And then Tolkien, the Glass Hammer Band I showed you, all my Misty Mountain versions. The Shadows of Mordor has some pretty cool music, that game. That's some pretty cool sounding music in there. It's not my favorite, but there are some pieces that are really cool in it. That are really cool. This one. This music was pretty good. The War in the North game. This music was pretty cool. Between Hammer and Anvil. Very epic for the video game. So that one's a good one. And then, of course, the Fellowship, Return of the King from the movies. Of course. Well, my friends, thank you so much for watching this episode of learning about all the kinds of musics to help show you guys things you can get and find, and showing you my library I have, right? Of what I've collected over the last 20 years of my life when I could collect. So again, there's the list if you'd like to take a little of all the artists and groups that I have there. Of course, again, you have to go through. I didn't put everything on this list that I had. So yeah, you're going to have to look through the video and actually watch the video to find every little thing if you want to find each album or whatever that I was showing you. But I pretty much showed you all I had, making sure in my mind that I didn't forget to show you guys anything of my library. I'm sure there's other things I have too, but I think that was most all my Lord of the Rings music collection that I have of music, of all the different artists I like to listen to and stuff. By the way, if you guys have an artist that I didn't put here and you'd like to leave it in the comments, please do. I would love to check out other LOTR, orchestra, symphonies, YouTuber that does music for things, or, different versions of songs, that kind of thing. Maybe a video game that I put up here, because there's other video games too out there. There's a lot more, like Lord of the Rings Conquest. There's the Lord of the Rings Return of the King. You remember the old PC game? The old PC game from a long time ago? That actually had pretty good music, but it mainly used the music from the movies, Howard Shore's movies. It's a fun game though. Too bad, I guess I could probably still play it. I think my computer still use it. I have a CD drive on my computer. A lot of people don't have that. All right. Well, my friends, again, thank you so much for joining your host and guide, Zolan Ironshield, and listening to this blog episode about music that are my collections. Then I hope you were able to get some new things that you can go listen to, right? Because as Tolkien fans, we want as much music, as much videos as we can get, and we know this at the time of me making this video. We have that new, we have the Amazon series that's going to come out, right? Oh, I'm really hoping that it's going to be good. I think it will be, and then we also have the the Lord of the Rings War of the Rohirrim, which is kind of cool. So check that one out. That's gonna be pretty cool too. So anyway, so I just thought I'd show you. It's cool. We're getting lots more media. We'll probably get more music, more games because of that, right? So that'll be really exciting. So again, if you're at the end of this video with me, man, thank you so much for listening this far. And I'm gonna end it here. And then right above me, we'll have the subscribe button. Would be awesome if you want to share, add to the channel. That would be awesome. Maybe give it a like. That would be great too. Please check out our other playlists, our main ones. This is just kind of the fun blog episodes. And then over there we'll have more on this playlist up at the corner there. And then over there we'll have my main playlist, probably LOTR Tale. So you guys have a good one, and I'm your host and guide, Zolan Ironshield, and I hope you have a wonderful day in Middle Earth. See ya.